He surprises us with the kind of films he does, the choices he makes, but every time we look at his filmography, we get a range. And this time around, the name of your film is quite different as well. Would you like to pronounce it yourself?
The least of these.
Least of these. What is the least that you do not want to show? And what are these?
The most that we would like to show, or the emotion that we would hope the audiences carry forward and feel at the end of the film, is that of love, peace, tolerance and harmony. Graham Sane's story, a story that happened in Orissa, a very unfortunate incident which ended with an act of extremism. Having said that, we tell that story of that incident with Graham, but at the end, in the larger perspective, the message that the film is trying to spread is that of love and peace. The facts of that incident are put forward to the audiences. Whether the audiences come to a conclusion for that incident or not is irrelevant. Most importantly, the emotion that they carry home or feel when they leave the theatres should be of love and peace. This incident happened to be in Orissa in India. This could have happened anywhere in the US or Europe or wherever else. It was relevant then, and it is unfortunately relevant even today. Acts of extremism are happening across the world, and the only fight back I would imagine we have is with love and peace.
Correct.
And this is our small endeavor in that direction, and we hope that multiple such contributions are made from people from various walks of life towards spreading the message of love and peace.
As you said in your answer, the message could not be more relevant than it is today. Just a few years back, when we thought everything was settling down, we are now seeing more and more incidents happening, not just nationally but internationally too. So in that regards, will this film push the envelope or will it deliver a perfect message?
We are just, like I said, the only way we can counter this is with love and peace. And there is no other solution to that. And the message of love and peace has to be spread so aggressively and so vastly that there is a sense of understanding and awareness amongst every individual across the globe. That is the only way of bringing happiness and peace to your life, to your children's life, and for the future generations.
Sharman, I must ask this top question. What is your character like in this one?
So, the character that I'm playing is that of Manav Kaul. He's an investigative journalist, kind of an intern job at a publication right now in a small town, which he's just moved into. He's looking for a permanency to the job and looking for a breakthrough story. This is when he hears about Graham Sanes and his work, and there were already allegations floating in the air that he's forcibly converting Hindus into Christianity. He decides to follow this story and understand the work that Graham is doing, whether it's for good reasons, bad reasons, what is his motive behind what he's doing. And through that discovery, we unfold the story of the movie.
So, because you're an actor and you follow what's happened in the media and the interviews that are conducted, have you taken some lessons from the interviewers who happened to interview you in the past, and some lessons have been imparted therefore as far as your character is concerned in this one?
So subconsciously, I think I by virtue of having so much time spent here in the film industry and then the interactions with the journalists, subconsciously I think I have an image, an idea of what an investigative journalist would be like. And some investigative journalists I've happened to meet on a personal basis. I had a subconscious idea of that, and that's what I referred to. I did not really per se go into any definite preparation as such, because it was a fictional character. Andrew, the writer, and Anish had him designed in their head in a certain fashion, so I had the instructions to follow, which I did.
What kind of journalists are you playing? Are you going to sensationalize stuff in this one for the bread and butter?
No, so he starts off in that fashion, typically so, because he's desperate to get a permanent job in the publication house, like I mentioned. But as he goes further in his research of the story, he's a normal working class man with a normal sense of conscience, and he's shaken by what he's seeing and what he's observing. And finally, I think all human first instinct uh, is, is 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 to have a right conscience, to have a good night's sleep, and that's what his prime motive is also. That his conscience is not allowing him to believe the stories that have been.
Sharman, therefore, what is your take on the media, the scene of the media in this Asian day? Do you think it has evolved in all these years, or are we going down the slope?
Well, it's an extremely important aspect of our lives today, and media holds as much responsibility as political parties hold in the country to present the facts as is and when is. And there's a mixed bag of things, like there is a mixed bag of everything, and such is the case with the media.
Right.
And there will be highs and lows, and that's the way it's going to be.
Right. As I said in my introduction, and this is my last question, your filmography looks quite interesting. It's a mixed bag. There are fantastic choices, like Ferrari Ki Sawari, Three Idiots, and there are some really silly choices. What do you have to say on that front? Are these learning lessons? Are these stepping stones?
Yeah, every day there's never conclusion to the learning. You're always learning, and you make your choices, and then you bear the brunt of wrong choices, or flourish in the glory of the right ones. So either ways, that's the way life is. And for all of you watching this interview, on that note, there's a song that currently I'm hooked on to. It's Frank Capra's film, and it's a song called That's Life. So hear it if you've not. It kind of summarizes everything.
Thanks a lot for talking to us. Wish you all the best.
Pleasure, thanks.